This is the question that people ask me the most. That is, how do I get there fastest? You know, how do I heal the fastest? I know how, but the thing is, it's not necessarily what you want to hear, because there is no way that you can get to the other side of the river without actually crossing the river. Make sense? So there's no way that you can get from A to B with actually going from A to B, taking your whole self with you. Now, there are a lot of different ways to do this. And what I see is, simultaneously with a lot of ways to do this, there's only one. And that's the one for you. That is called sustainability, and one step at a time. Because what I see out there of people trying to dive right in and do these quick fixes and go on longer fasts, and I will tell you some personal stories coming up on that, but I can tell you from a client perspective with working with people, as long as we slow down and do the steps, as long as we learn the ABC before we try to read a book, the more successful we're going to be. There are many reasons for that. Number one, your body needs to cleanse to heal. And cleansing is an inside job that takes time. You can't just let the body create an avalanche of toxins without it having anywhere to get out. And it will release a lot of emotional issues with you, and you need to process that. If not, it's going to feel like the whole world is just falling right on top of your head, and your whole world is falling apart, and it's hard to deal with, and you're so much more likely to succeed. And this is what we want. We want success. So I'm telling you how to get there faster, meaning actually get there. Okay? So look at the different components. Let's look about diet first, because everybody wants to know about diet, and most people want to know what I'm eating and what I'm doing, and that's not that important, because I have been raw for 12 years. I've been doing this for a long time, and I'm the teacher. I'm going to show you how things work, but you can't dive in at that level and expect yourself to be able to follow through. Like, you can't go to the highest ski jump and just go right out, you know, full speed if you've never had skis on your feet before. The most important thing for you is to go do the steps. Where do I start? Where do I start? Well, it starts with the will. It starts with you wanting this. It starts with you wanting to invest in your health. When you've done that, you've done probably 40% of the process just by being willing to do that. Now, then you make a plan. How am I going to do this? What is it actually going to look like for me? Am I going to map it out myself? Am I going to have a coach that's going to do that for me and follow me through the process? Do I need support? Do I want to educate myself? Do I want someone else's knowledge to spin off of? Whatever you want to do, that's okay. But you still need to put in the work and figure that out. You can't just walk around saying, oh, I can't do that because I don't know how. See, we're adults, and this world that we live in is a very adult place. And I'm sad to say it's a hard place. Shit's happening, crap's happening, but it's on us. It's all us. We created this. We need to get ourselves out of this. And by taking responsibility for ourselves, we're actually doing it. So where do you start then when it comes to diet? I'd say add in more good stuff. Said it so many times. I've said it so many times. Just add in more good stuff. Start eating less crap. Number 2. So very easy, and you know where to start. You can start by having a larger drive window every 24 hours, meaning don't drink or eat anything for between 8 and 12 hours. Most people can do that. Give your body a rest. That will speed up your healing mechanism on all levels. And then just add in some good juices in the morning, or a big bowl of fruit, or just a simple bowl of fruit, or just a half a watermelon. Keep it simple, but walk the steps and do the work. Once you've gotten into eating more raw food, you feel the energy coming, you feel that, the constipation is leaving, the pain is leaving, you'll be enthusiastic. Then you start looking towards going more aggressive and cleaning out the lymphatic system and digging deeper. And no, I'm not talking about you if you're stage 4 or you're laying around and literally waiting to leave this world because it's too much. Then you do reach out like right away and you jump on something else like right away. But I'm talking to all of you that has been lurking around the Facebook and the Instagram and the YouTube, not really knowing what to do, but you think it's a good thing and you feel like I could do that if I could only have chocolate, or I like red wine so much I would never give it up. I mean, I'd rather just have a foot, that doesn't, allow me to run. And that's fine. That's fine. But there's no quick fix in any case. Okay? So if you want to feel better, you need to put down the work. Now that's the physical, that's the diet. And that's easy to get on board with. You can put, go sign up for any of my programs. You can read any book. You can, it's not that hard to figure out what to do. It's all about you. It's all about your mindset. It's all about your programming. It's all about your fears. It's all about your sabotage, your reasons not to. And it's all about the eagerness to do it quick, quick, quick. Ain't working for me, quick, quick. I've been doing this for 12 days. I've been doing this for 3 months, quick, quick. No. This is your life. This is your body, your temple that you've been living with, treating the way you've been treating it. It needs compassion and it needs patience. And I think one of the things that's huge for us to learn during this process is patience. We live in an impatient society. It's on the go, go, go. And yeah, things are speeding up. Click here, click there. There's an app for everything. Get your groceries, an app. Guess what? You'll never find an app for your health. You'll never find a supplement for your health. There is no quick fix. Yeah, we can change our energetics and we can probably turn things around in a second. But that's different. That's really tapping in to who you are and what you are a part of. And that's where everything leads us. And that's why I speak about this more and more. I will speak about it more and more. My coaching is changing because, like I said, diet's easy. Well, it isn't, but it's not easy because of this thing. Our mental blockages, our fear, our programming, our old traumas, everything we've been living through. And the challenge is this. That's where everything is. Because all we want to do is be happy, right? Like all you want is be happy. Why else would you want to be healthy if it didn't have to do with happy? So we think we want all this for our health, but we want it because we want to feel happy, because we're lacking something, because we're not living in sync with ourselves. We're just not following our path. We're too afraid to let go of what we've been holding on to. So this society, you know what it's led to? What I see? People are living in crappy relationships. Look around you. Really look around you. Look at your spouse. Look at your family, closest siblings, parents. Look at your extended family. Look at your co-workers, your workers, the people you work with. Look at the people you hang out with. What are they? Are they your critics? Are they your cheerleaders? Or how do they make you feel? Do they make you feel fabulous-tastic? Or do they make you feel guilty? They're mirroring how you are. Because only how you are will guide you into which relationships you stick around in or you grow from. So take a look at your whole life and think that when I want to heal, this is what I'm looking at. I'm looking at me healing everything, and you need to be up for that. That's why you're looking around seeing some people are making it, some people not making it, some people take a long time. We all have different baggage. Some people have a lot of emotional baggage. Some people have a lot of trauma. You don't know that. Don't judge anyone. We don't know anything about anyone. Not really, and it's none of our business. The same way what people think of you is none of your business. So free yourself from anything that is guiding you away from you following the path that you feel is right for you, because what you feel is right for you is always right for you, and that's what this is all about. So start slow and nurture yourself. Be good to yourself. That's my message today. Be good to yourself. Be your best self to yourself. Be your best friend to yourself. Give yourself the best advice. So if you were living in that relationship, going to that job, meeting these people, thinking those thoughts about yourself, what would you tell yourself if you were your best friend? What would you say? What would your advice be? Because we know so much more than we are willing to acknowledge. We know everything about us. You know exactly where to start. You know exactly what you're doing. You know exactly what to leave and what to keep. You know what's holding you back. And if you don't, that's when you're a victim. And that's when you really need to start at the one end, adding in more good. Because adding in more good will bring in more good. It will force out that of lower vibrations. So if you don't know where to start with the diet, like I said, eat less, eat at a shorter eating window, don't grass and eat all the time, and start by bringing in the good. And what's the good? Fresh fruits and vegetables from nature, wild herbs, nurtures all your cells, opens up your kidneys to filter lymphatic system. Pain will leave you, digestive issues will leave you. Everything will change by just doing that. Take out the offenders, the mucus forming food that is keeping you stuck and literally constipated on all levels, holding on and hanging on to a lot of crap. And number one offender when it comes to mucus will always be dairy. Leave the grains, leave the bread, leave everything that's feeding your fungus, messing with your brain, messing with your emotions, a lot of parasites. I could go so deep, you know, with my clients. I go step by step by step. We go through everything. Everything. There's no shortcut. That's the fun part. You know why? Because at the other end, happiness. Just what you were looking for, happiness. So that's my tip for the day. Start by bringing in the juices and the fruit in the morning. Everybody can do that. Then allow your emotions to show you how you live. They are your GPS. They are your compass. And you can trust you as long as you really listen to you, not all the crap that you think people think about you. So if it didn't matter what people thought, what would you do? If money had no bearing, what would you do? Always ask yourself those core questions, because that's when you'll get the real answers. Everything else is cluttered. What would you eat if you could have everything served that you wanted? Not thinking about, oh, that will be hard, or that will be hard, or I don't want to wash the juicer, or I don't want to. You'll know what to do. And then the work starts. Then you actually need to cross that river to get to the other side. But let me tell you, it's so worth it. And even the swim will be immemorable. So memorable. So memorable. It'll be part of your journey you didn't ever want to have missed. That's why people usually say, even when they've been through hell, like me, they say, I would not have been without it. And it goes for me too. I would never have been without my journey and my story, because that would have left out the most substance in my life, the most feelings. We're afraid to feel. Don't be. Don't be afraid to be you. You're magnificent. Okay, that was my little rant today. So stay tuned. It seems like Facebook Lives are, for some reason now, you can't do it on a regular timeline. This is my Inspired by Hilde page. So I hope you keep coming back here for my live videos, and also check out my YouTube channel. Thank you. We'll talk again soon.